Who are you? It's a simple question, but when you really try to answer it, it's honestly pretty hard to give anything more than your name, an identifying archetype, or maybe you could define yourself with your interests, hobbies, friends, or really anything you had previously experienced or know. But the base question, who are you? It can be answered. It's just you need to answer this secondary question. Why are you? Now, this might seem like some philosophical bullshit, but it's actually a lot easier to answer than you think. Think about it. How do we even begin to reflect? How do we physically even begin to understand the concept of ourselves and identity? How does anything exist in our mind or memory? Well, yeah, you experience things, duh, and we have the ability to think. But beyond that, we aren't just bodies with minds that have a complicated system of neurons and connections that allow us to function, think, experience, feel, and be aware. But we also have the ability to reflect and think of ourselves experiencing, thinking, reacting, feeling, living from a third perspective to be able to define things beyond a surface level. And not a lot of people are able to do this simply because they haven't figured out how to do so. And actually, this type of outer thinking, it does have a name, and it's called metacognition, which is the ability for you to think about your thinking. That sounds insane. I mean, thinking about your thinking. What am I, some kind of psychic? But no, this is actually something that a lot of people can do with enough awareness. And this metacognition, this is the key to us defining our identities and truly defining who you are. For example, let's say there's a dude named Joey, okay? He's 21, he loves watching cooking shows, he plays the harmonica from time to time, he's an ambivert who tends to go to parties but avoids small meetups with friends, struggles with social anxiety, and he dreams of becoming a cooking YouTuber when he grows older. Now, just from this, we can already tell a few things about this Joey, but how is he supposed to define who he is? Well, using metacognition, Joey can ask himself, why is he like this? And here's where the answer to the question, who are you, begins to become more tangible and real. Joey is, by asking this question, why is he like this? Not in a bad way, I mean just in a way to reflect you as a person. When you ask this question to yourself, this is when you actually start to reflect on your values, your core principles, your ideals, your emotional structure, and your life goals and views. The only way to answer this question is not to define yourself based on your actions, interests, life, the people around you, and your life goals, but rather you should answer the question, who are you, with what guides you to end up with those things / people, and the person you become right now. What excites you? What inspires you? What encourages you? What do you believe in? Who are you? So here's how you answer this question. Well, you both can and can't. Why? Because it's just impossible for another person to understand you as a whole. They can only form pieces of information that you give of them or things that they learned about you in order to form a perspective on you as a person or your identity. But only you can answer that question for yourself. And once you do, I promise you, your life will become so much clearer and perhaps even more peaceful. And that is how you answer that seemingly vague question once and for all. Thank you for watching, and if you still have any questions on this question, you may leave a question in the comments. Goodbye.